Hello everyone, this is Tony with Tony's Homestead. This is, I believe, June the 4th of 2023. I know it's been a long time since I've put a video up, but I thought I would put one up today. I've had a lot of trees taken down in my yard to do away with shade, and also to make it to where I didn't have to pick up so many limbs every time I tried to cut the grass. There's a big pile there, and there's another big pile back to the left of me that you'll see in a little bit. That out front there, that's one of my garden spots. This year I've got lima beans, okra, and some cucumbers planted out there. And on the fence that you can see there where the black ground cover is where my kiwi plants are. And then I'll pan on around. Over here's another garden spot that I have. On that fence that you see the closest to us, I've got some small tomato plants planted, but I don't have a way of watering them out there, so most of them have died because it's been a while since we've had rain. And then the curved cattle panels you can see there, all of that is grapevines. And in them rows over there I have some more lima beans planted. I have some sugar baby watermelons. I have some Charleston gray watermelons. And I believe I've got some more okra over there. And then pan on around here and you can see this other big pile of wood I've got. A lot of it's pecan and some oak and some sweet gum, but the pecans have not produced pecans in several years. But I'm going to pause this and we'll get out there to some of the gardens and I'll give a better view of them. Okay, so this is one of the gardens. This is the one that's got these are the lima beans. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800-foot long rows. And then at the end down there is some plum trees. They're wild plums. And then let's see if you can see maybe you can see the cucumbers have started coming up down through there. Got one row of national pickling and a row of straight 8, I believe is the other one. And then I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of okra. I planted 4 rows, and then I had some 7 rows of, maybe 4 rows of corn planted down through here, and the crows pulled up every bit of the seeds and little small plants that had come up. So I come in and planted another row of okra, then 2 rows of cucumbers and another row of beans. And then, like I said, that fence right there that's the kiwi plant, and there's a kiwi there and kiwi down at the other end down there. And then that's that big pile of wood where I had all my trees out here pushed up. And then this fence here, and yes, I live next to a busy highway. I'd like to be out in the middle of nowhere on 1,000 acres and be right in the middle of it, but I'm not. So, but like I said, several of my, matter of fact, most of my tomato plants out here have died because I don't have a way of watering them. And then you can see that's my grapevines there. I planted 2 more in there this year, and then that's that other big pile of trees I've got. And right here, maybe you can see I've got some watermelons, and they're already coming up. These are the sugar baby. There's a row there. None of them on this row are coming up yet, but now they were planted at different times also. They wasn't all planted at the same time. And that's more watermelons. I see just a couple of them coming up down through there. And then this little section in here is the last stuff I planted. I do not see tabs, so I don't remember what I planted there. I don't know why I wouldn't have put stickers or markers there, but must have forgot. Let me see if I can zoom out, but there's more planting and more over there, and you can see my blueberry bushes in the background there. I had planted last year 100 more blueberry bushes, but we had a very cold snap sometime in March that killed all but 4 of them. And down in here there's I'm thinking cantaloupes is in here. There's none of them coming up yet. Oh well. Something's coming up down in there, but I don't remember what I planted there. Unless I've got markers on the other end. But let's walk down through here and see. There's nothing coming up on this end so far. Let me see if I can tell what's coming up. I can see some seeds on down to where it stays a little wetter that are coming up. These up on this end, it stays drier, and they're not coming up yet. Anyway, we need some rain. It's been a long time. Okay, yeah, these are lima beans that are coming up here. And that looks like beans that are coming up over here too. So I've probably planted several more. There should be some, hopefully, markers on the other end down there, but you can see. And I've also planted some mulberry trees. There's 1, 2, 3 mulberry trees over there. Oh, there's one of the 100 blueberry bushes I had planted. It survived, but you can tell on down through here, there's a twig of one that's dead. When you touch them, they just break off. I hope this video ain't gonna be too long, but as most of y'all know that watch my channel know, I don't get around very well, and it takes me a while to get from one place to the other. And I was correct. That row there is, are them four. There's 4 rows there of lima beans. And then these are cantaloupes. There's 2 rows on that of cantaloupes. And there's my grapevines. But like I said, there's 2 rows of cantaloupes, 4 rows of beans, and then another 4 rows of lima beans there. And let me see what all I've got planted over here. I have to get around to the, and there y'all can see my blueberry bushes. I don't have many blueberries this year, like I was saying. I don't remember if I finished or not, but we had a bad cold snap in March. It killed, like I said, all but 4 of my 100 blueberry bushes. It just about took out my old fig trees. It got all 5 of my new fig trees I had planted. It got all 20 of my pomegranate bushes I had planted. This here is some rows of okra. It's not started coming up yet, but it hadn't been planted long enough for it. And there's 3 more rows of okra. And then this spot here is more Charleston gray watermelons. They haven't started coming up yet, but they have. I just planted these just a couple of days ago, so it's not time for them to be coming up yet, so I'm not really worried about them. But I will have a few blueberries. You can see them there on the bush. They're green right now because when I planted some early. I know that that row there is the early ones, and they're usually loaded, but there are very few on it now. And you can see on here, some of these are already turning, and some of the birds are already getting in here to them. That one there looks like it's just begging me to eat it, and so does that one. Them are good. Yep, more of them just begging me to eat them, so I just have to do it. I love blueberries right off of the tree. And there's pear trees right there. I can't. Too much walking to go up there to my fig trees. But you can tell that how the cold got them. That one there ain't got no leaves. The next one there's got a few leaves, and that one's got a few leaves, but not a sign of a fig on none of them. And like I said, there's one of the big old piles of wood. A lot of my rows are 100 foot long, but these over here are about 125 foot long. And them out front, where I showed the beans and all, to start with, they're 100 foot long. So I have several hundred feet. These beans are 125 foot long. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows there. 4 rows there. That's 8 at 125 feet. Plus I've got 8 out there at 100 feet. Then I've got these 2 125 foot rows of cantaloupes. I'm gonna try to finish this out. I might have to stop and sit down on the ground for a little bit. And these watermelon rows here are 125 feet. And these are the sugar babies. And as you can tell, like I was saying, most of these tomato plants have died because we have not had any rain. When we get through out here, I'll take y'all around back and we'll look at the plants that I've got out back. And that tomato plant's still hanging on for the time being. And then several of them up this way are still, I believe these are going to be the Roma tomatoes, but most of them are still hanging on. That one there is looking a little worse for the wear, but most of them seem to be hanging on. I've got to, and that one there is not looking too good. I need to cut some of the lower limbs off, or suckers, whatever. Alright, and I'll be back with you when we get around back. Okay, so we're back. We're in the backyard now, and this is what I've got going on. Got pepper plants in these little kiddie pools. I drilled 8 holes around the sides of it, about an inch, inch and a half off of the bottom, so that they would hold some water, but so that they wouldn't be filled. I've got some bell peppers in there and some jalapenos, the hot jalapenos. Around here we love jalapenos. We love hot peppers, period. And this one here, I believe, is all jalapenos. And then this one over here is some hot banana pepper and some more jalapenos, to the best of my knowledge. That pool I had planted strawberries in. They didn't come up. So when I get my garlic, I will probably put garlic in that. And that one there I had specifically for garlic. So, and then I've got these 7-gallon grow bags. Got a jalapeno there, and then I believe the next one is a bell, and then another jalapeno. Got peppermint, spearmint. I got some leaf lettuce still going. Got some carrots in that one. Tomato in that one. That's a Bonnie Best tomato. Then rosemary, and then a Rutgers tomato, and more carrots, and then that's a muscadine vine that I had dug up and put in the pot to get it growing. It's growing good, so about time to get it planted outside. I had took some cuttings from elderberries and put in there, and there's a few of them still hanging on. The next 2 pots I had, but they didn't stay. And then I've planted, just the other day, I planted some cayenne pepper seeds in these grow bags, but they've not come up yet. Not sure that they will, because they were rather old seeds. But then I've got 10 Roma tomatoes here in grow bags. All 10 of these tomatoes are the Romas. And then I've got a marigold there. And I got some more marigolds that I was going to put out front with the other tomatoes, but I've got more living tomatoes back here than I do around there, so I'm probably going to put some more marigolds in pots here. But there's what I've got so far in the back. And then that's my marigolds that I've still got to set out. And that will do it for today's update. Like I said, today is June, I'm pretty sure it's the 4th. It's a Sunday, I know that. And it's 2023. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. May you all have a blessed day. Shalom.